Hello and welcome back to Visit Fylde Coast. What an absolutely beautiful day. Just look at the sky. There's not a cloud. It's red hot. It's that September, the kids have gone back to school weather. And I'm going to confuse you today because it's Tuesday the 5th of September as I'm filming this, and it's digger day. So I'm filming this while they're actually there doing what they're supposed to be doing on the beach, even though it's not Thursday, so you'll have to bear with me. I'll be confused now all week. So this is the Wyre Beach Management Project, which is starting to get underway for phase 2. So phase 1 is already complete. We've got the beautiful mural at Jubilee Gardens around their rather posh compound. And the guys are doing phase 2 now, which is the groins. So I'm going to explain to you what they're doing because I know everybody's fascinated. And more about that road closure as well. More about that road closure on Russell Promenade. So come with me and we will see what we can see. If you've been following these videos, you'll know that they've already put the tow revetment in, which runs that way along the sea wall. In fact, you can see a little bit of it. They've overtopped it with sand and beach material to stop the movement, because until this gets winter tides on it and winter weather, it needs that extra depth to make sure that it's compacted properly. So that's why there's a little bit of a drop there. So the revetment's been done round there. These rocks that you can see up here on the beach are just to keep the dumper trucks and the diggers and everything away from the Don cable, which runs underground under the beach at that point out to the wind farm, which is somewhere out there, right on the horizon with my pointy finger. So these guys are building a groin crossover ramp. They're building a groin crossover ramp, so you can see the little dumper trucks just turned up with a load of concrete, and it's going to tip it into that yellow edged thing in the beach. And this groin crossover ramp is perhaps a little bit further down the beach than you might have expected, because there's less movement, there's less deposition and erosion in this little stretch of the beach in this section. In other areas, like up for example at Russell, the beach is more stable up near the sea wall, so there will be nearer to the sea wall when we get round to doing other ones. So there's going to be a rock groin that joins up to the rock revetment that runs that way, going down there like that to join this crossover ramp that they're building with concrete. And then there'll be some more rock groin going seawards at the back of it. And the reason that they're putting this crossover ramp in is so that you've always got access to get across the beach. So if you're walking on the beach at low tide and the tide's coming in, you'll still have access to be able to get up and over. You'll be able to walk along the beach like that, and then you'll be able to walk up it and over it without having to climb over the rocks, which of course is what you would do with the other one up near the cafe. So this is the parking that I was talking about, where the road closure is. You can see the ice cream man down there at the end, look. And the road closure starts from that end about halfway down, and then the next half of the road closure takes you all the way up to here. And that's so that they can put a little dwarf wall at the back of this bull-nosed wall. So you'll have noticed that it's covered up by sand. There's a red line painted on the footpath about there. So this wall's going to be about 2 foot, about that much higher than this existing one. So like this lady sat here with her feet up sunbathing, you'll still be able to do that. So that's what the guys are doing. As you can see, it's an absolutely glorious day, and it's a perfect time. It's a perfect time to be working on a beach. So they built themselves a little bit of a dam round the back, so that they've got a little bit more time until the tide comes in. And here comes another dumper load of concrete. So the yellow thing The yellow box is the form that is going to form the shape of the concrete ramp, and that's the centre of it. That's the middle of it, and it extends this way towards me and the other way towards the dumper when they actually build it. So I've just been talking to the site foreman, and apparently this concrete takes about 5 hours to go off. So it's relatively quick setting. So I said, well, what about the tide? When the tide comes in, is that not going to impact matters? And he said, no, it'll just carry on going off under the water. So there you go. And when they come back tomorrow to put the next lot of concrete in, they'll be putting another forming unit on top of that. There's 2 pieces of metal like that underneath the beach. They'll be putting another piece of forming unit on top, and they'll have to clear out all the sand and the water so that they've got a clear level to join the next set of concrete onto. So as I'm standing here now, you can see that that's the middle, and then it extends that way sloping down and that way sloping down when they finished it. So you can see now why what on the face of it looks to be a relatively straightforward job is going to take what seems like quite a long length of time, because every time they come out to work, they don't come on site until 8 o'clock, and if the tide's coming in at 11, for example, they're only going to get sort of 3 hours working on a tidal shift, which is what takes all the time. If we could just do the kink and heel thing and just say, stay there, hold back the water, that would make a big difference. And the guys have been taking rock. I'm standing on their little road at the moment. The guys have been taking rock up to Russell, and you can see up there the tide's already in. So they've had to stop, they've had to come off the beach and pack in what they're doing. So there you have it. But don't forget, I'm in the venue on a Thursday morning between 9 and 12. So if you've got any questions, if you've got any burning questions that you want to know the answer to, then you can pop in and you can speak to me. I've got plans and drawings and maps and all the information that you want to know. It is really interesting. I've just said I like watching things like this. So I'm glad they're doing this on our beach. It's something to watch. And until next time, I will see you later. It's absolutely glorious on the beach. Absolutely beautiful it is. Won't it be nice if you've got nothing else to do? So from Russell Beach in Cleveleys, until next time, we will see you later. Bye for now.